Hello everyone, welcome to an arena draft. Apparently I failed to record the one from last night, so I was just here speaking to myself for 2 hours. It certainly must have been very interesting. Just gonna pick what I think is the best for now. These picks are all pretty trivial, I suppose. 2 Gold Masters, that should be good. A Shield Master, this looks like a more traditional deck than an actual warrior deck so far. But I guess that's okay. Yeah, this is not so easy. Kimokka, pretty decent, not really can draw you cards, but doesn't always. It's maybe a little bugged. Still think it's the best of the bunch. Here, Frost Elemental. And I think that the Dragon mechanic is better than the Guardian, but I'm not certain about that. Taskmaster, always decent. Gorkron is always very strong. A 2-1 haste, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, this is supposed to be a weaponsmith over a commander. I'm not sure that's correct. I think it might be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could use a 3-drop. And another one. Yeah, I think Karen is just really strong. I'm not the biggest fan of legendaries in Arena. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think Heroic Strike is better for our curve. And here, I think we take Slam just to get to the late game more easily. That's a good question. I think Weaponsmith is just a better card. And we'll take an Elven Archer. Not a fan of it, but probably better than a lot of the other crap. There for second, Warsome Commander. And we'll take an interesting Master. Quick draft, not sure we took all the right things. We have 2 legendaries and a bunch of good cards. There was not too much thought involved in this process. It's also very early, so we might run into very competitive players.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
I think we don't keep this. This just seems terrible against the mage. Yeah, that's not really a lot better though. But at least it's some bit of removal. You basically want to always be able to trade your 1 toughness creatures for something, just so that the enemy can't get free value from it.
Mind if I roll knee?
But that's not really what I'm looking for to trade. Having said that, I don't want him to trade with my troll, I think, so it might just be better to get that over with.
What now?
Who you want me killed?
It's a +1 card for him. Not very good, but The alternative is losing a huge amount of tempo. I'm not sure that would be a good thing. And he would have traded with the troll anyway, so
What to do?
I don't think that was possible to
Just
prevent.
me and Mr. Bitey.
Try that. Who you want me killed?
And if he wants to trade with the troll now, that's very much okay. That will cost him quite a bit of tempo.
What to do?
And it's not like he
To
can
do.
drop a 4-drop, because that would just die. So yeah, that seems like the most logical thing to do, I guess. Now, let's see. Alright. What do we have to watch out for here? A blizzard, I think.
I wonder.
But we can't really play around blizzards.
For the War Chief! For Hell's Queen! Taroga!
That would make the most sense though. A blizzard would be very logical. But he doesn't have it. Okay. Flame strike. Yeah. That's a
What
threat.
now?
Who you want me killed?
Maybe I should have attacked the other one. This isn't realistically joined.
Watch this.
Rage and Hearthstone. And the other option was, of course, attacking first. Then, yeah, that would still play
I've got a huge gun.
into the problem of the flame strike.
Charge forward!
That's a lot of weapons, and no good chance to use them. He does need to remove the Warstone Commander though. That may be an advantage for us. If he kills that, he must be okay.
Taroga!
Let's... just farm it up. Don't think there is much value in playing the War Axe, as I want to deploy the Arcanite Reaper if he does nothing, and I may still want to deploy it if he does something, so it will all depend on his play here. If it's a taunt,
I wonder.
well, it has to be taunt or removal, of course, but depending on what taunt he is gonna deploy, it's gonna be one or the other weapon. There aren't many that stop both.
Give me a quest.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Yeah, that's not very good.
Try this.
Oh! Unfortunate.
Do you need a blessing?
That doesn't help him.
Pain,
No,
speak to me.
he's dead. Even though we completely lost control of the Hearthstone, it didn't matter in the end. That's something that this deck might do a few times in the course of the game, just burn out the opponent. We don't have a lot of staying power.
You asked for it.
Victory or
This is
death!
just not very good, I think. Even though I would prefer to actually keep it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not very good. They're pretty much just early removal spells. They're not gonna be doing anything else. So we just depend on his drops. And I'll keep the coin for a 4 I think, unless he drops something really tricky early on.
Put this apple on your head.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I think that's a decent trade value-wise. A very strong creature for a very weak one. It's a poor pick for what's probably a decent pick. And yeah, this is gonna be a really devastating exchange for him.
Try
That's an immediate 2 for 1. That's a 3 for 1. And what shall we follow it up with? I think another one might be good. What can punish us then? Not much.
Try this.
Even the slime isn't really a problem. And we may be able to get an extremely good Cult Master turn because of that. Blizzard is painful, but not much else. Yeah, this is decent, I guess.
Watch this. Watch this.
And here I am assuming that his plan is to flame strike us. So Yeah, I'm just gonna try weighing in on his mana. That means if he removes that, we'll have... yeah. That's very powerful, of course.
Taroga!
What do we want to deploy? I think it's just a dragon mechanic.
Mr. Fighting.
He can't realistically flame strike here. It would be a terrible play. So he will just ping one and then drop something. And then we might have a very powerful... we still might have a powerful play next turn with the Cultmaster. I think so.
Join or die!
And... actually just make flame strike really terrible for him. Arcane explosion would be good. No, it's okay. Nearly as amazing as you would think. What do I want to deploy?
Who's next?
Actually, don't want to deploy any of these, but I'll go for the beast. That inconspicuously puts him dead next turn.
Someday I'll be just like you.
It's okay. I think we played around the flame strike pretty well there. Don't think we could have done that much better. We have a ton of damage too.
Back to work!
Charge forward! For the welcome! For the welcome!
No problem!
I hope I have been getting better at mulliganing.
Erash
I'm
versus
not
Valir!
really sure all the time.
Victory or
For
death!
example, like here, I think we should keep all this. I'm not sure about the Wartime Commander though. Well, we might actually want to dump that. Nah, that's not really a lot better. We'll see what his opening is gonna be like. Do we want that early? don't really know. Don't like the idea of this. I'm gonna take it slow. Maybe better.
It's time for a little blood.
It's not always best to accelerate something out early. You may think that it doubles your mana usage, but it's still just a +1. And it may just as well be completely wasted if you can't curve out after that, so that would be a fallacious idea.
Morning person.
For example, here I think we are much better off
For the war chief!
doing this
Who you want to
than anything we could have done last turn. Yeah, that is to be expected.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Okay.
Try this.
I don't think we need to be the ones trading here. Okay. Sure thing. Yeah.
Try this.
I'm not afraid of taking some damage. I have a pretty good board presence and hand now.
I've got a huge gun.
He seems to be okay with taking loads of damage as well. I'm gonna drop a questing adventurer here and kill that.
Give me a quest.
Equal in life, equal in cards, but my board is just a lot better than his, and my hand is pretty sweet. I can't imagine that's really worthwhile. Yeah, that deals with questing adventure, but doesn't really help him all that much. And they are really limited in their AoE. So
Watch this. Get behind me.
this puts him dead next turn unless he finds a very good solution, because we have massive damage coming in. That's not gonna do. Okay, doesn't really help. It's really ridiculous.
For the war chief! For Hellscream! Oh, back to work!
Watch this. I'll take it.
Well played.
So far, so good. I still think Warrior is one of the strongest classes.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
Yeah, really bad hand. Guess I'll keep that the truth, but that's a lot better. There's basically not a single circumstance in which you want those things in your opener. I think here I'll actually
Back to work!
just to take both initiative. It might make him want to spend his coin on a 3 drop, which we can then X. Well, that's fine too. I think we just murloc this to death.
No!
I want to get more value out of that X than using it now. Let's see.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
It's just gonna be better, I think.
Ruptar, no problem! Job done.
Weaponsmith also extremely powerful. It can clean up small stuff really easily.
Ruptar,
Me and Mr. Fight!
job's done.
He probably wants to trade it somehow. Maybe drop something
We
bigger.
must cleanse
Yeah,
the Sunwell.
pretty sweet for him. Though it does mean I will be killing off the wolf. Question is, what do we do after we kill the wolf? Do we reaper the other one? I think so. I want to.
Truth is my shield.
Yeah. It's not ideal.
Take heart. The Earth Mother near.
Let's see if he has a polymorph. He hasn't been holding one. He's been using his cards pretty much as he got them, so let's hope it doesn't.
Squire, attend me.
That's good.
Ready, sir.
For honor. Ruptar, For the war chief! For Hellscream!
It's dangerous, but I think it's the best thing to do. Just because of all those sweet cards. Yeah, let's just take... I already attacked. What a stupid mistake. That's what you get when you stop thinking. No, that was absolutely awful. How can we solve this? Yeah. I think we can.
Join or die, or both.
For honor. The eyes of the Earth Mother are upon us.
Charge forward!
It's time for a little blood. Who you want me kill?
Ishne Ano Pura!
Who's next?
Summoning portal open.
It's just Flame Strike that it gets at us, but he doesn't have that.
Give me a quest.
Get behind me.
Quest accepted.
I'll take him out.
I guess we make it a temporary
Quest
target.
accepted.
For the well song!
Ishne Ano Pura!
Who's next?
It's the least bad to lose. It's not relevant. That I just don't get because now he's just dead on board.
Ishne Ano
I
Pura!
should have killed this. But at least have given him a chance.
Quest accepted.
For the well song!
Maybe I should have exposed myself in that way to a Flame Strike, but he would have had to top deck it, so the chances of that happening were not that high. I had a weapon and a Rati weaponsmith and a booze, so probably would have been fine.
Kerash versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin! Victory or death!
I'll be keeping this, I think. Not sure about the Godmaster. But it can so easily become so good that I want to have in hand. Hunters have loads of removal.
Job done.
Probably the most removal heavy class in the game, I think.
X marks the spot.
I have a bunch of stuff that's just going to kill your minions. They have do 5 and 2 to adjacent. They have do 3 to 2 randoms, 2 to targets, destroy a random minion. They have explosive trap. Yeah, they have quite a bunch of stuff.
Back to work!
Let's hope this leads into a good Master play. Yeah, it probably doesn't. Yeah, no. Obviously doesn't. Let's just get that thing out of the way.
No problem.
And he might want to trade the crop for the... yeah,
For the crusade!
decent trade, I guess. Oh, it's a little strange. Okay. How do we want to trade? I don't actually know. We could get 2 cards from the Goldmaster, and I think that's what I want to do. Just fill up the hand.
Or die!
For hell scream!
Oh. Yeah, why not?
I'll give it a shot.
That seems like a good turn. He'll probably just kill that. And then I'll overfire that thing. Seems more than fine.
You call that a win?
But Wolfrider was much better.
Taste my steel!
Shield Master made the call.
What you looking
Oh,
at?
that's mildly unpleasant.
Try this!
Let's see what he has. He's bound to have at least one of those filthy removal spells. But that's not very good for him at all. Let's go this.
Me and Mr. Bitey.
I doubt he has the AoE. Even if he does, it's not that bad.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Hey. That's... okay. Alright. Fine.
Your turn to bleed!
Yep.
The Earth Mother is near.
I guess that's the game. I can't really think of
We
anything he
must
can
cleanse the
possibly do
Sunwell.
to fix this situation.
Give me a quest.
For honor.
Next.
And we have simply lethal on the board, so no need to worry about trading for that break.
Well fought. Well played.
And that's the absurd power level Cult Master. It's completely bonkers when you get ahead on the board. It's always going to just dominate and then serve as a pseudo taunt, because he's going to want to kill that by all means necessary. So, really powerful card. Only 2 toughness, of course, its only weakness.
The light shall bring victory.
Victory or
Yeah,
death!
we'll keep that. Other than that, one of my favorite cards for sure. Because it allows you to generate card advantage while establishing a dominant board position. It's obviously really terrible if you are behind, but
Greetings.
that's really another reason to dislike it, because there are so many cards that fit that description. Bloodlust, for example, is far worse when you are behind than Cult Master can ever be. You'll just
Give me a
drop this.
quest.
You'll know how to kill it, but better to have that out of the way than just waste more time. Yeah, even though it's not gonna actually
Quest accepted.
maybe he has a slime thingy. That would be good. Almost everything would be good except removal.
My eyes
Yeah,
are open.
great. Best thing that could have happened. I think I want to bodyguard, because that leaves these two creatures for next turn. Slime plus Elite or Heroic Strike plus Elite, both would be really good. That will wreck his board state after this turn. He has no really good way to remove creatures here.
Drink with me, friend.
I think we just slam that. It's without value, but I think that's okay. Just to put immense amounts of pressure on him. This will make him panic, and then we can hopefully either kill him next turn or get huge amounts of cards from a Cult Master. I don't think there is any other solution for him than to just drop stuff from his hand, and it has to be taunt. You can't just remove this creature because that would be dead. He has extremely limited options. Maybe a Sunwalker, or what's the name? That would probably be his best shot at surviving for a turn.
My eyes are open.
No, that's not what I would have done. Let's see, how much damage do we have? We have 7, 11, way too much.
Quest accepted.
Why didn't he kill that? I'm not sure I understand. It's not like you have to target them if they have taunt. That would be something that would make them really powerful. They should make something like that. An arcane taunt or something.
Garrosh!
There are shield bears or spell
The light shall
shield
bring
bearers,
victory.
I think, in Magic the Gathering that actually do that. Those are pretty powerful cards in certain circumstances, because being forced to use a removal spell on that.
Ready for action!
And of course there are things like spell skites that allow redirection, which is also very potent, obviously.
Is someone injured?
Ugh, more giant cleavage. That's no good. How shall we solve this? I don't really know. I don't think I want to put down a harvest golem here. It'll depend on his follow-up play, but no, that's okay. That gives us a bunch of options to get rid of that Northshire Cleric. Yeah, okay. That's something I can live with. Alright. And we'll just
Taste my steel!
have to do that then. Puts us down to 17.
Pay attention, class.
Only 14. And we'll have to start deploying threats on the board pretty soon. That's a good start. Right. That was a misclick, but not the worst misclick we could have made. Very acceptable. If he didn't have much place last turn, he can only have drawn into something. It'll probably be awful. Let's deploy these. And that's all gonna lead into a very strong Cult Master plays. And there's no really good removal for this situation. Even a huge creature will just roll over and die. He can't mind control anything because it's all terrible. Which is such a good advantage, having all terrible cards. Yeah, that's just awful. What is that going to accomplish? Absolutely nothing. That's really nice for us, I think. We can slam into that. Yeah, trade off one creature, get an extra card.
Die or die!
Actually, I'm gonna have it survive. We got our cards from the Cult Master. He can't really have an easy way to get rid of that.
my shield.
Yeah, that's absolutely terrible. Sure. That just makes it very easy for me to trade. Trade it there. Question is, how do we deal with that? Ooh, I think we're gonna Frost Removal that. So, this is our line of play.
Who's next?
I can wait and fish all day.
That's
I'll give it a
insane
shot.
draw.
Get behind
And it doesn't really seem to be getting us any cards. It should be every other turn or something, because the random aspect of this card just makes it terrible. Not as in the card is terrible. The idea that it is random just isn't really convenient. How do we do this? We'll trade somehow. Actually, just
What now?
we have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 damage.
Back to work!
Still no cards. It might be, but I have had other games
Well
where it
played.
just wrote no cards.
You have better.
Well played.
I'm not a real fan of this kind of random stuff. I think they should work with counters and just remove 2 counters from it, draw a card or something. But then I would love to see instant
Garrosh
play
versus Valera.
in general. It would
Watch
just make the
your
game
back.
so much
Victory
better.
or death!
It's really not comparable. Having a game with instants or without. The amount of choices to make is so much higher, so much better. It just makes for an entire game. We're gonna have the advantage in the early game here. Plenty of removal, some decent crits.
What you want?
Yeah, let's just do actual nothing.
No problem!
Even if he has an ooze. It's not gonna be
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
Just wasted creatures, to be honest.
It's time for
That's our first 2-for-1. Well, that was our first 2-for-1, so let's do 2-for-1s. We're out 2 cards. We have a whole bunch of double things left in our hand. There comes another 2-for-1. That might be 2-for-1.
Job done.
And yeah, we're at 18, but look at our board position. We have 3 creatures out, a hand filled with goodies.
They are bent to my command.
And he has actually nothing. Yep, we're gonna take more damage, but pressure we are going to put on this. Get that point, it becomes insurmountable for me. And he needs a solution now. These can't be small creatures because then I'm going to devastate him with Battle Rage. An old card. Maybe a Vanish. It's out. Yeah, do we just trade 2-for-1? We have 7 plus... I think we have to trade 2-for-1.
No problem.
Charge forward.
Who you want me killed?
Your turn to bleed.
That means he needs to solve the commander. And another creature, of course, because I have the Vorax. So
Join.
yeah, that's not gonna do anything.
Mind if I roll knee?
Neither is that.
Well played.
Get behind me.
Well played.
And that's going to be the Garage Arena this morning, because I need gold. I only have 1,000. When I'm at 10,000, I'll go for diamonds maybe, but for now, I will always stop at 8. It's just much better value. See, we get 230. That's great. Nice. Very nice. And something I can definitely use if I need to grind games for the daily quests. See you again at a later time.